it's Jenny Ritchie, and I'm so thankful to be able to talk to you today and bring you this message. Today we're talking about relationships. We have a lot of relationships in our lives. Relationships with family, with friends, with colleagues at work, people in our community, people that we meet. We have a relationship with God. A lot of relationships. They're usually formed over time, and they have some habits and patterns to them. For example, when you're working with people at work, those habits and patterns come out in the way you talk or things that you say. Same with our children or any of our relationships. Today I want to focus on your relationship with yourself. You have some habits and patterns in your relationship with yourself. How you talk to yourself, how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself. And these were formed probably a long time ago, either from external influences or thoughts that you had about yourself that weren't questioned. So we're at this point and we have this relationship with ourselves. And one of the clues to measure that relationship is our feelings, our emotions. How do you feel about yourself? And what are the actions that those feelings create? And the good news is, if you aren't happy with your relationship with yourself, if you don't feel good about yourself, you can change. Now, I know I work with people and their feeling is, I am set in stone, right? I am not changing. But we each can change. That's the gift and ability and blessing that we have, is to be able to make a change. Does it take time and focus? Yes, but it is possible. So I wanted to tell you about an experience that I had, a realization that I came to about my own self and what I was doing to sabotage myself, really. A while ago, throughout my life, I have noticed that I like to control other things. And I don't know if women are listening to this or men, if you have that same thing, but we kind of like to control things externally. And the other thing I noticed about myself is that I really liked credit. You know, good job, Jenny. That was awesome. You did great. And the funny thing is no matter how much I got that external approval, that I still feel like I needed to take control of things and handle all of this. And it was interesting because I realized that I was trying to prove something about myself. I was trying to prove that I was smart, to prove that I was worthwhile, to prove that I was valuable, to prove that I could contribute. And that's crazy, because each one of us inherently, without anything externally, is so valuable. Now, maybe you don't feel like that because of experiences and situations that you've gone through. I totally understand that. Many people are in that same boat. But when we realize that we, inside of us, are valuable and worthwhile, and that we don't need to get credit from outside, and we don't need to prove anything, because we are whole just like we are, it is a new world. And it's something that I wish for everyone, and that's what I love to help people with. One of the ways you can tell if you're in this boat is if people compliment you. When you receive a compliment, do you block it? Do you say, people say, oh my gosh, you look great today. And you're like, well, no, my hair didn't go that way or whatever. Or you did a great job on that project. Well, it was just lucky, or, right? Instead of internalizing that and really appreciating what they say. So that's a clue. So what are some tools that we can use to work on changing this relationship with ourselves and how we see ourselves? One is, if we look at those emotions and see, is that how we want to feel? Do we really want to feel this way if we're feeling bad about ourselves? And if you don't, then we can take steps to change that. We have to question those thoughts that are coming in. If that's not what we want to feel, then we can question those thoughts and decide, how do we want to feel? How do you want to feel about yourself? you want to feel approving of yourself? Do you want to feel valuable in your own self? I hope you do. And the other one is just short affirmations that you can say to yourself throughout the day. And there's so much more background and science on this, and I want to talk to you more about it. But just a little affirmation. So for me, I had to start telling myself, I am smart. I am valuable. I am worthy. And by messaging myself that throughout the day, it has helped me even to more realize that I am valuable just the way I am. So I know that you are valuable just the way you are. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please message me, comment. This is a great conversation to start having. So have a great rest of your day.